Okay, so coming in from our knee cut entry, again, our neutral position's right here. I'm always wanting to block his hip and post on his knee to jump to my knee cut position. Ideally, I want to be nice and low, at least at the same height as his knee. Sometimes you'll get guys that are lower, but I want to be under this knee right here, okay? So I can start working that cross body pass, knee cut position, or however. But in the case that I mess up and I fail to get my shoulder under his knee, he collapses his knee. I don't want to continue to try to work for a knee cut position because he's already keeping nice and tight with this. So instead, I like to cup the knee right here to keep that tension nice and tight. And I like to what we call is a limp arm. I'm not coming out the back. So there. I'm not coming out of the back. I'm coming out the front and I'm throwing my shoulder this way. Okay, I don't want to do it so much to where he's going to catch me and sweep me. I'm doing it enough to where I just want to get rid of this knee shield. And then I come to his hip. I'm not going high because again, he can arm lock me and start working all this other stuff. So I come to his hip. Okay, I'm never doing my hands on the mat. Some people do hands on the mat, that's them. I like my hands on his hip and my hand cupping his knee. So I adjust my foot to bring him to that center position. And then I'm pinching my knees together to be able to move his knees in or out. From there, I'm gonna come back in and I'm back into the game. If I lose it again, boom. Now, to work on the pass, I limp arm out. I'm gonna get a nice good grip on him. Nothing too low, but enough either when you're in the middle of the shin or nice and high, depending on how long this guy's legs are. And then I'm gonna come to his collar, okay? When I come to his collar, I like to bring my elbow to my hip to keep the tension nice and tight, okay? From there, I'm gonna lift my butt out of the air, or excuse me, I'm gonna lift my butt into the air and put his knee down. And I'm gonna smash his knee down. Right here, and I'm keeping the collar nice and tight. My hands are never placed on the mat. And now I'm gonna go shin over shin and hop to the other side. And keep nice and tight. So from start to finish, for your 20 no pass. So the next thing, again, I'm gonna come to chop my hip and I'm going for the knee cut position. Same thing will apply. If he gets too heavy, I'm gonna limp arm out and come to his hip. Again, the reason why I come to his hip is because I eventually want to get him to that neutral position to cross body pass or to get back into my knee cut position, nice and low. Again, if he beats me, I'm gonna limp arm out. And the same grips we're going to apply from that last pass we did. We're going high on the collar, nothing too low, nothing too high, but nice where the shoulder's at. And I'm gonna grip the grips on this side right here. Same grips from the following pass. But instead of putting my butt in the air, I'm gonna move my body out of the way. I'm not pushing him down this way. I'm moving my body out of the way. And at the same time, I'm keeping the tension. So the natural reaction is he wants to pull away from me if I wanna bring into him. So I wanna time it perfectly. So when I pull into him, he's gonna push me away. So again, pull into him. Now I move my body out of the way. And I punch his knee down, and then I cover his hips. I'm not leaning forward, I'm not leaning all the way to the side. I'm just filling in that gap with my hip. From there, whether his arm's in or his arm's out, I'm gonna underhook his shoulder, grab collar from here, and then I can start working on my 3/4 mount. I'm gonna come underneath his tricep, pull, rotate my foot out, go for my knee cut, knee slide position, and I'm gonna walk his hips out. Underhook the head, block the hip. So, an important detail to this is where I'm placing my foot and my knee. If my foot and knee are close to my body, that is because I'm going to get him into the neutral position, like this. That's exactly where I want to be. But if I want to clear this knee, and I'm grabbing right here, my foot's in that same position to put him in the neutral position, I'm not gonna have room to move. And I'm not strong enough to punch his leg all the way down. That's why I open up my knee a little more. So the difference in movement is huge. So now I'm clearing more space. There's not much space. Now there's space to clear. Punch and cover. So just make sure when we're doing this position, you know when and where to place your foot. If I'm right here, I'm gonna get you to the neutral position. If I'm right here, I'm getting ready to pass and work on our pass from there.